to WsCube Tech. In our previous session, we covered what is searching and filtering in MySQL. In our today's session, we will be talking about introduction to joins. Today, I'll be teaching you that what joins we have in our MySQL. We'll be learning about the joins, the different types of joins that we have in our MySQL. For the joins, it is very necessary that we should have two tables together. Two or more tables can be there, but inside those two tables, one relational data should be there. So in order to join a table, we need a field that should be common in both the tables. So with the help of that, we can set a relation, we can create a relation between both the tables, and we can join them together with that single column. So let's have a look on how it can be done. Let's have a look on how many joins we have over here. Before that, if you want to become a successful data analyst and if you want to learn from our experts live, then you can call on the given number, or you can fill the form that is provided in our description. Not just that, with our every batch, you will be getting 2 demo classes for free. So for example, if I take 2 tables over here, one should have a name of a student and the other one, and also it has marks of the student. Okay, now let's say we have few details over here, that there are 3 students and they have scored, let's say 80, 45 and 75 marks. Okay, at the same time we have another table over here with this with the same names, that I have name, but this time in this table we have the data of the students who have cleared the exams. So all the 50 above students have cleared the exam. So in this data we have Peter, who is pass, and we have John, who is pass. So David is not passed over here because his marks are less than 50. So here David is fail, and that's why his name is not there in this table. Okay. So we have basically 2 tables over here. Now how we will join, as we can clearly see that name is common in both the tables. With the help of name, we can join the tables over here. That means we can create a relation in between. So basically in general, what happens in general, we do it with the roll numbers or student IDs or something like that. If we are doing it for the company, then the company IDs, like the primary keys are there to join it. But still, but for example, right now I'm saying that with the help of name, if I will be joining these 2 tables. So how to join these 2 tables? For joining these 2 tables, we have 4 types of joins over here in our MySQL. Let's name them. So we have over here inner join, left join, right join, and lastly equi-join. So we'll be talking about all of them one by one. So we will be doing its practical explanation in the upcoming few sessions, but right now I'll just explain you what these joins are basically. First of all, talking about the inner joins. Inner joins gives us the common elements that are there in both the tables. For example, here we have common elements as Peter and John. So what this will do, suppose if we have 2 tables, let's create a Venn diagram over here. So if I'm creating a Venn diagram of, so this is my table A and this is my table B, and it has some common elements as well. That's why they are intersecting each other. They are overlapping each other. So we have table B over here. Now what does inner join do? Inner join will give us the common that is there in between. So whatever common elements that we will have in table A and table B, inner join will provide us with that elements. So suppose if we have over here Peter and John, and here also we have Peter and John and their details. So it will only provide us with the Peter and John, and it will not give us the David details over here. This is what inner join is. Similarly, as the name says, left join. Let's talk about the left join. What left join will do, that if we have 2 tables, one is on the left, one is on the right. So the left join will give us the details of table which are there in left, the common elements, but not all the elements of the right. Let's understand it in this way. Suppose I would have more details over here. Let's say I have Jessica, who is also pass. Right. Now what left join will do? Left join will give me the details of Peter because it's in left. It will give me the details of John. It will also give me the details of David. From here, it will give me the details of Peter, the details of John, but not the details of Jessica. Why not? Because it will give me the details of everything that is on the left and the common elements, but not something that is in the right. That means if we talk about the Venn diagram over here, so it will give me the details of table common elements plus whatever it is there inside the table A. So those details we will be having, that is there in table A, plus the common elements, that is our left join, because this is on the left hand side. That's why all the details which are there in left table plus the common elements, but not the details which are there in table B. So in the table B, the only element that we have in table B but not in table A is Jessica. So that's why we will not get the details of Jessica over here. Similarly, the right join, if I talk about the right join over here, so what right join will do, just like how in the left side we got the details of the left hand side and the common elements, on the in the right join we will get all the details that are there on the right side. That means we will also get the details of Jessica over here, John here and Peter here, but not we will not get the details of David. Why? Because it's there on the left hand side but not on the right hand side. So all the elements that are present on the right hand side plus the common elements, we will get those details only, but not which is there on the left hand side but not on right hand side. That means if I understand with, if I explain you with the help of Venn diagram over here, so all the details which are there on the right side, those details and the common details that we have over here, only these details we will be getting with the help of our right join. Lastly, talking about the equi-join, so equi-join is nothing different than the inner join. Suppose if we have two tables over here, so whatever the common element is, equi gives us that only. So equi is similar to our inner join, only the difference is there in the syntax. Otherwise, it is exactly the same, that it provides us with the common elements that are there in our table A and in table B. So only difference over here between the inner join and the equi-join is of syntax. So we will be looking at what difference they have in the syntax in our upcoming sessions. As of now, just understand that the inner join gives us the common elements. The equi-join also gives us the common elements. The left join gives us the elements that are inside our left table and the common elements. The right join gives us the details about our elements that are in our right table plus the common elements. So this is what our four joins are. So we'll be discussing briefly about each of them in our upcoming sessions. So I hope guys what these joins are, that is clear to you. In our next session, we will be discussing about inner join in details. Also, we'll be seeing our practical representation. So stay connected guys, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.